Committee President surprises Real Madrid. What we witnessed in the match between Real Madrid and Espanyol today raises serious questions about the integrity of the refereeing decisions and the accuracy of the use of VAR. As the president of the FIFA Referees Committee, I cannot ignore the clear mistakes that directly affected the course of the match and its outcome. When Vinicius Jr.'s goal was disallowed in the 21st minute, the decision was shocking. The TV replay clearly showed that the collision between Kylian Mbappe and the Espanyol defender was not strong enough to cause him to fall so easily. There is a clear difference between a fair challenge and a push that warrants a goal being disallowed, and this difference was not properly assessed by the referee. A match of this magnitude cannot have such severe decisions without adequate scrutiny by VAR. Why wasn't the referee called to review the situation himself? This question needs to be answered. Then, in the 36th minute, when Vinicius was clearly fouled inside the penalty area, the situation was more obvious than any debate. The Espanyol defender put his hand on Vinicius's shoulder and pulled him off balance, causing him to fall. As referees, we know that such situations, even if they seem minor, warrant a penalty kick. Unfortunately, the situation was not reviewed through VAR, which increases the doubts about the competency of the refereeing team. Another incident occurred when the ball struck the hand of an Espanyol defender inside the penalty area during a challenge with Fran Garcia. While the laws of the game may leave some room for discretion in handball situations, the situation here was clear. The player's hand was not in a natural position, and a penalty kick could have been awarded without hesitation. Ignoring this situation again reflects a failure in applying the protocol. What further compounded the issue was the violent tackle by Carlos Romero on Kylian Mbappe before scoring the winning goal. That tackle deserved a direct red card, according to the clear guidelines for handling dangerous fouls that threaten players' safety. The referee only showed a yellow card, as if the decision was rushed without a true evaluation of the severity of the tackle. Such decisions can lead to serious injuries and could have changed the outcome of the match had the player been sent off. When we look at all these events as a whole, it's clear that Real Madrid was the victim of several incorrect and impactful decisions. We cannot argue that refereeing mistakes are part of the game because the introduction of VAR was specifically designed to reduce such situations. If the technology is not used effectively, player and fan trust will be affected. My message today is not only for Real Madrid fans, but for all clubs. We need a comprehensive review of how VAR is being used and how referees are trained to make critical decisions in difficult moments. These mistakes cannot continue to affect the integrity of matches and the level of competition. We must reassess the criteria for selecting referees for sensitive matches and ensure that experienced teams are capable of handling the pressure. Real Madrid was wrong today, and this is something undeniable. We must learn from these mistakes and work diligently to correct them so they do not happen again in the future. Respecting the rules of the game and ensuring fairness in every refereeing decision is what keeps football a fair and motivating sport for everyone. In conclusion, we reaffirm FIFA's full commitment to reviewing controversial cases seriously and holding accountable any shortcomings that may harm the reputation of the game. We will initiate an official investigation into the performance of the refereeing team in this match, and we will ensure that such mistakes do not go unaddressed. A brave confession from the hero of Espanyol's victory over Real Madrid. Carlos Romero, the Espanyol player, admitted to making a rough tackle on Real Madrid's Kylian Mbappe during their Spanish League match. The match, hosted at the Cornellà El Prat Stadium, saw a lone goal scored by Romero in the 85th minute. Romero apologizes for the tackle on Mbappe. A large section of Real Madrid fans expressed their dissatisfaction with the officiating in the match, and they claimed that the goal scorer should have received a red card before scoring the goal. Romero, in statements reported by Marca, said, "I knew it was impossible to stop Mbappe while he was running, so I tried to stop him in the best way I could." He added, "It was a bit of a rough tackle and I apologize for that." The Espanyol star continued, "I think this win gives us a lot. We are playing good matches, competing, and we knew we had to suffer. The victory was great." He added, "We need to thank the fans. These are 3 important points for what's coming." Romero also praised the performance of his team's goalkeeper, Juan Garcia, saying, He deserves praise. Garcia is an amazing goalkeeper, and he will be one of the best in Europe. Ancelotti faces the toughest test, a major crisis for Real Madrid, before matches against Atletico and Manchester City. Will he overcome it? Carlo Ancelotti, the coach of Real Madrid, is facing a major defensive crisis ahead of some tough matches in both La Liga and the UEFA Champions League. What happened? Real Madrid has confirmed the absence of their key defender Antonio Rudiger for a period of 2 to 3 weeks due to a muscle injury. According to Spanish network Relevo, the German defender will definitely miss matches against Leganés in the Copa del Rey quarterfinals, Wednesday, Atletico Madrid, Saturday, in La Liga, and Manchester City, Tuesday, in the first leg of the Champions League round of 16. The bigger picture Relevo explained that the Italian coach is facing one of his biggest challenges as Real Madrid's manager over the next 2 weeks, with 3 key defenders, Dani Carvajal, Eder Militão, and Rudiger, out due to injury. Ancelotti's plan. Ancelotti does not want to rush David Alaba's return to the starting lineup, as the player is still in recovery after a 14-month absence, despite having performed well as a substitute in 4 appearances. Therefore, it is expected that Ancelotti will rely on the central defensive duo of Aurelien Tchouaméni and Marco Asensio in the upcoming Madrid derby and against Manchester City. The worst-case scenario. The Italian coach fears that either Asensio or Tchouaméni could suffer injuries, given that Alaba's return could be risky after such a long absence. Ancelotti might also have to move Tchouaméni back to his natural position in midfield if any of the midfielders get injured. Relevo emphasized that Ferland Mendy's name might resurface in this case, even though he is no longer a starter at left-back, as he has always been a backup option to play as a center-back in emergency situations. Real Madrid targets. New free transfer deal. Real Madrid, under the leadership of Florentino Perez, is preparing to sign a new player in the upcoming summer transfer window. Several media reports have indicated that the first free transfer deal that Real Madrid is close to finalizing is Trent Alexander-Arnold, the right-back from Liverpool. The reports also mention that Real Madrid is continuing talks regarding a potential transfer for Virgil van Dijk, a key defender for Liverpool. According to talent scout Mick Brown, speaking to Football Insider, Real Madrid is evaluating the opportunity to sign Van Dijk on a free transfer, as his contract with Liverpool is nearing its end this summer. Van Dijk had previously spoken about the uncertainty surrounding his future, saying, "I have no idea how many games are left this season," which highlights the transitional situation he is facing with the team. Mick Brown added, "When players like these become available for free, Real Madrid is usually one of the first clubs to approach them to finalize a transfer," emphasizing that this scenario may not be far from becoming a reality, especially considering the contract fluctuations currently taking place at Liverpool. Collina, FIFA referees. Cristiano Ronaldo offers advice to Real Madrid fans regarding Kylian Mbappé. Cristiano Ronaldo, the captain of Al Nassr, has offered advice to Real Madrid fans regarding Kylian Mbappé, who joined the Spanish club. Mbappé joined Real Madrid from Paris Saint-Germain on a free transfer during the last summer transfer window after his contract with the Parisian giant ended. Ronaldo appeared in a video during an interview with La Sexta, a Spanish channel, talking about Kylian Mbappé. Ronaldo commented on Mbappé's move to Real Madrid and how he can adapt to the team, sending an important message to the club's fans. "Support him and back him. I say this to the fans, take care of this boy." He continued, "Mbappé is a fantastic player, and Real Madrid needs his help and protection. I have no doubt that Kylian will make the fans very happy." Regarding Mbappé considering him as a role model, Ronaldo said, "I really love him, not just because of his story when he was young, when he looked up to me, but I genuinely see him as a great player who will be a source of happiness at Real Madrid." As for whether he still follows Real Madrid after leaving the club, Ronaldo clarified, "I watch their matches from time to time because my son Mateo loves Mbappé a lot." He added, "I think playing as a center forward is somewhat complicated for him, especially since he doesn't know how to play in that role. In my opinion, it's not because he can't, but simply because it's not his natural position." The Portuguese star continued, If I were at Real Madrid, I would teach him how to play as a striker in the number 1 position. 9 role because I wasn't a true striker at the beginning either. But I adapted to playing in that position. I used to play as a winger, and people often forget that. He concluded, Kylian shouldn't be a center forward. If I were in his place, I would play more like Cristiano Ronaldo, as a forward. Kylian Mbappe's position in the La Liga top scorers chart. Mbappe is currently in 2nd place in the La Liga top scorers table for the current season, with 15 goals, just 2 goals behind Polish striker Robert Lewandowski, the top scorer for Barcelona.